Hey, how are you today? How are you today?
What's your name and badge number?
I'm Corporal Shroud at the Greer Police Department. How are you?
I'm alright.
Okay. Is there any reason why you're videotaping? I'm just curious. You're not in any kind of trouble. There's nothing here other than we got called and told that you were walking around the parking lot. So, any particular reason for it? No, you're not going to answer? So we're just going to have a stare off because I'm recording you and you're recording me? Is that what we're going to do? Do you have your ID on you?
So I done anything wrong?
Well, you're recording a suspicious activity, which puts this into a category of suspicious activity, which means under Terry versus Ohio, I can detain you until I can determine or deny that there's any criminal activity going on.
It's not enough for reasonable cause.
I would. There's already a call on it, so yes, it would.
Is that a felony or misdemeanor?
That's a misdemeanor.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I can't believe you just sat here and lied.
Yep. Go ahead and give me your ID for me,
Can you
please.
try to supervise to the scene?
I am a supervisor.
I need another one.
Okay.
I need a lieutenant or somebody else.
Okay. 301-315. He's requesting a supervisor above me.
Actually, I'll go and do this type of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. I mean, if you're not doing any criminal activity, then there's nothing to worry about.
So why are you asking for my ID?
Because you're not answering me, and when you're not answering me, how do I know you're not filming this parking lot to come shoot it up?
It's Fifth Amendment, right?
So I can check on that if it's suspicious, and part of that checking is to identify you. So if I can get your ID,
Suspicious, a felony or misdemeanor?
Hey, sir.
again,
Name, badge number?
Sergeant Forrester, 301.
Alright, how you doing?
Good. How can I help you?
Well, he contacted me, wants my ID for no reason, so I need a supervisor to let him know that, without any crime being committed, I don't have to present my ID.
Well, he actually got a call on you.
Well,
Being
what
suspicious.
crime have I committed?
Well, anytime somebody calls in and reports suspicious activity,
It's suspicious of felony or misdemeanor.
it's neither one, but he asked
Oh,
for your ID.
okay, thank you. So he said it was a misdemeanor. So now we have a conflict on which one it is.
We don't have a conflict at all. We have a conflict with the
Hold
way
on,
you're acting, sir.
Whoa.
Taping our
Whoa.
parking lot in today's day and age, that's fine.
Whoa.
That's fine. You ain't got to whoa nothing.
Whoa.
They-
What's your name and badge number?
My badge number is 201. It's
Whoa.
Lieutenant Holcomb.
Whoe.
Holcombe. Now, let me have an ID.
This is the intimidation factor
Let
right
me
here.
have an ID, please.
What crime have
An
I
ID.
committed?
An
What
ID.
crime have I committed?
An ID.
you're under Terry
ID.
versus Ohio. You got to give him your
You're
ID.
gonna be failure to,
Interfering
listen
with
to a law
police.
enforcement officer asking for an ID.
What crime
You
have
got
I
an
committed?
ID?
What
Have you
crime
got an
have-
ID?
What
Have
crime
you
have I
got an ID? Videotaping our parking lot and walking around the police department. Yes, sir. Right now, in the day and age that we're dealing with, yes, sir, it is a crime to
What
sit there.
crime have I committed today?
Anytime there's a suspicious person
Is
that's
that
going
a
around,
misdemeanor?
it's a, let me see your
Whoa,
ID.
whoa.
You got the count of three,
Whoa.
or you're going to jail.
You gotta see, I
You
got
ready?
one hand on
One,
the camera.
One,
Whoa.
two,
Don't show
three.
me.
You're under arrest.
Whoa.
You are now under arrest.
Sir, you got your ID on you? Sir, you got your ID on you?
I like to insult my Fifth Amendment, not speak to anybody, so I get a motor present, please.
Asking
Guess
for
what?
ID
That's
is
not
It's
not.
right.
actually not the
That's
Sixth
a
Amendment.
right to stay in jail. That's a right to stay in jail, because if we don't have an ID and name and everything, then you stay in jail until we figure out who you are. So you can tell us who you are, or you can stay in jail
What
until we
crime
figure
have
it
I
out.
committed?
Huh? Interfering with the police.
What crime have I committed?
Interfering
I
with the
wasn't
police.
interfering.
Yes, you were.
You guys came and approached me.
Yes, sir. And I asked
That's
you for an
correct.
ID.
And what crime have I committed?
Interfering with the police.
What crime?
Interfering with the police.
What crime? For you suspect me for
Listen
interfering?
to me. Listen to me, because
I'm
I
not
know
listening
you're
to
not deaf.
I don't gotta listen to you.
Interfering with
No,
the
I was
police.
not.
Yes, you
No, I
were.
was not.
Yes, you were.
No, I wasn't. And you know I wasn't. Don't worry about it.
I'm not worried about it.
Like I said, I do this all the time.
That's
I
fine.
done been in South Carolina, North Carolina, and to Georgia doing this.
Well, guess what? You're going to see the inside of the South Carolina jail.
You know my property's supposed to stay with me.
Go ahead. Have
You
a
know
seat.
my property's supposed to stay with me. You
Go
know
ahead,
that,
get in
right?
the car.
All right. So you got on body camera, Lieutenant Holcomb does not want to
Go ahead,
bring my
have a
property with me. Oh, now he wants to bring it. There you go. Now you know
Like
he's
I
recording.
heard you say something.
All right. We got a call that he was walking through filming the Century Insurance parking lot and then filming our parking lot. I guess he filmed Hemrick when he drove by, so I got out, I started talking to him. I just wouldn't answer me at all. Just, what's your name, badge number? So, and I said, you're not doing anything wrong at this point if you're just filming, but, you know, we got a call on you, it's suspicious activity. This is what's your reason for doing it. He wouldn't answer me. What crime have I committed? Because I said, okay, well now. And I told him, I said, under Terry versus Ohio, now you're being suspicious, so I can detain you and I need to see your ID. What crime have I committed? He doesn't have any ID on him. No wallet, no nothing. So
it's probably going to be that guy from Fowler Brothers that Broom got out with that night. I'll look it up on the intel site and see. That's probably what it's going to be. He brought up Terry with the Ohio.
no, I'm the one that brought it up.
Yeah.
You know, why I was at that point. We moved from friendly conversation.
He probably doesn't have. We probably wouldn't worry about it.
Well,
People being attacked and stuff outside of anything.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
And then you're doing a private facility as well.
That's right.
We got
Church.
daycare right
We
there.
got a church. We got a daycare. We got all that. He's doing.
All right.
Okay.
Put me on it, that's fine.
What's that?
If you want to put me on it, that's fine.
Okay.
Issue the citation. Do whatever. Once we figure out who he is, let's issue the citation. Do whatever.
Okay. You want me to jail him or you want me to cut him?
Huh?
You want me to jail him or do you want me to?
If we figure out who he is and know whatever, I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care. So that's inside.
Okay. I think what I'll do too is LT. I think what I'll do too is because I don't know what's on that cell phone or what he's recording.
What's that?
I think that cell phone should be held as evidence until we figure out what might be on it.
Maybe a good idea.
I mean, who knows what he's been filming
I think
or
that's
why.
a good idea. And get a you know, talk with the detective, see if we get a search warrant for it, and download everything on it.
Okay. I'm sorry. I've got your phone. Headquarters 315. 1046. One adult black male. 10-5 from this location. 600. Yep, body camera was on. I won't turn it off till we're inside the jail and those cameras are on. That'll just protect both of us, right? Interfering with police? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Not identifying yourself? When you're acting suspicious, under Terry versus Ohio, if there's a reasonable suspicion that a crime is being, has been, or might be committed, you can be detained and placed in investigative detention. Once you're placed in investigative detention, you have to identify yourself. If you don't, you can be charged with interfering with police. When we get inside, I'll explain it. The cage makes it hard. Well, it's just going to depend on whether or not you ID yourself, because you didn't have any on you. So once we figure out who you are, we'll issue a citation. If I just issue a citation for interfering, you don't even have to see a judge. If you don't want to identify yourself, then we'll have to make you see a judge. So that's going to be pretty much up to you on how that happens. Okay. And I apologize, when you asked me what kind of crime it is, I was thinking interfering in my head, and not what you were asking, so, which is a misdemeanor. Not identifying yourself as interfering. Because you didn't identify yourself when you asked for an ID when you're under investigation for suspicious activity. You don't have to have a crime for Terry. Is being, has been, or might be. So you fall under might be. Headquarters 315 106. You know what it ultimately boils down to is what an attorney and what a judge think, right? step out for me. So what's your last name? So you're not going to tell us your name, you're still going to play that game?
No, I'll tell you my name and everything.
Okay.
I need you guys to actually bring these laws to me so we can actually, so I can actually tell you you guys are correct. Like I say,
I don't have to bring you anything right now until discovery's met.
well, like I say, like I do this
So-
all the time, you know.
Okay, that's great.
I had an encounter with Greenwood County, Spartanburg, Beasley, and never got to Spartanburg. They know the rules. You know, Chambers, I would say you have to have reasonable activity suspicion that a crime is about to be
Is being, has been, or maybe?
well,
Yes.
Might go look it up before you do all this now. And kick it.
Go ahead and face that counter. There you go.
Turn it off.
I did not turn it off.
You don't want to turn it off?
Not right now, no.
Why not? Your body
Because
camera-
there may not, yeah, it's still on, and
it-
so are the
you don't
cameras
wanna
in
turn it
here.
off 'cause you want to delete my footage? Is that what it is?
No, I don't want to delete your
Is
footage.
the camera still on?
Yes,
I will
camera's
do
on, not
I-
going to
I
delete
will
the
do a
footage.
public record request, but he did not want to turn my phone
There's a
off.
camera there, there's a camera there, you're all
I'll do
good.
a public record request for all this.
Okay, you going to
problem.
give us your name and everything now?
Where's Terry versus Ohio at?
I already explained Terry versus Ohio
Where's
to you.
Terry v. Ohio at?
I already explained it to you.
Hey, find me a jail cell.
Okay, then we'll find you a jail cell.
Appreciate it.
Book him in under John Doe. He doesn't want to give any information. He'll just stay with us until we can fingerprint him and get his stuff back from the FBI, which could take weeks. It's okay. Not if you don't identify yourself, because we got to wait to find out who you are. How do I know you're not a convicted murderer with or somebody with a warrant on him? Gonna turn my body camera on. I'm gonna leave it on. I'm not gonna turn it off yet. See what they want to do with.
You gonna get him rolled in the bill?
I'm gonna see if CID wants us to keep his phone, because God knows what he's filming and for why. Okay, I got a gentleman in our jail facility. I don't know if you heard all the drama going on in the parking lot. Long story short, we got a call that he was videotaping in the insurance lot next door and then the PD lot. And then when Hemrick drove by him, he was filming Hemrick. I was asked to get out with him. I got out with him, approached, told him, he asked me for my name, badge number, told him who I was. He refused to identify himself. Then he asked for a supervisor because he didn't believe we had Terry. So Forrester came over and Holcomb came over, and then he still refused to identify himself. So Holcomb said to arrest him for interfering. We were curious, should we hold on to the cell phone and try to get a search warrant since he's out here filming God knows what. I don't know if he's filming to come blow up our building, shoot us. We got a church next door. We got kids next door. God only knows why he's I have no idea. I have no idea. He's a black male with dreads. He won't identify himself. Nope. He's got nothing to say, and he doesn't believe we have Terry, Ohio, because he doesn't think that maybe committing a crime or in the future type thing doesn't apply, in his opinion. Well, I got him on interfering, but, you know, as far as the phone goes, God knows what he's filmed. Okay. Yep, bye. He said he's going to call me back in a minute.
So he won't identify himself at all?
No. Still. And I told him, I said, you know,
Take him to roll his print. We can roll him here, see if he's ever been here.
you know, I told him, I said, you know, if you don't want to tell us who you are, then I'll have to jail you on your ticket, and then you'll have to wait until you see a judge. I said, but you're not going to go anywhere until we can figure out who you are. So I said, if you just tell me who you are, I'll write your ticket, you'll be out the door. But
It's not him.
no, don't look anything like him.
We know him very well. He's kind of like him. You guys don't have like the thing.
When I saw him, he was over in the corner of the parking lot back here where you would exit out. Because Forrester is the first one that told me about him, and he flagged Hemrick down because he didn't see me there. And he told Hemrick. Well, then he told me about it, and that's right at the same time Jason called me from dispatch. So I went over and I just started talking to him. And I said, right now you're not doing anything wrong, but, you know, why are you filming? I want your name, badge number. So I told him. I said, why are you out here filming? He wouldn't answer, and I said, so we just basically just said to him, why are we just going to sit here and record each other? Then he wanted a supervisor because he didn't believe I had Terry. That could be him. I am. And I'm still hot, just so everybody in the room knows.
City Jail. I'm sorry, what was the name? Yeah, he's still here. No, I don't have a time right now. You can call back in a little bit. You're welcome.
Write down information. Yes, sir.
I can't get you now on the answer because nobody will answer the phone. I'm going to call me back here shortly.
Well, we found a bank card on him, so we were able to get a name on him. And he's in the system, Greenville City. Deontay Valentine. They're looking at everything. I don't think there's any active warrants on him right now.
So he's just carrying the 8 wandering around.
Yep. He told me that he's done this with Greenville County, you know, down that way, easily in other places, never ran into a problem, you know. And we got the call. He was standing in our parking lot at the back corner, the fire department parking lot, almost over towards where the road is, where the church is. Standing there filming, and then when Hemrick drove by him. He just followed Hemrick's car. And then, I got the radio call, so I stepped out with him, and he was filming me. He wouldn't give me any information about himself or why he was there filming. So, didn't think he needed to identify himself because, he didn't believe that we had Terry.
I don't know that, like I said, my personal opinion, I don't know that he violated things yet.
Arterburn.
I mean, it's a public area.
Mm-hmm.
Walk through there and do whatever they want. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not a restricted area.
Mm-hmm.
I swear.
I mean, all we've got is failure to identify, so he interfered, because when we were asking him for ID, he wouldn't give it to us. He just kept saying, what crime have I committed? And I told him, I explained to him, Terry versus Ohio, it's suspicious activity, because you're not talking to me, so that to me is suspicious. You're here filming a police department parking lot. I don't know why, and then he refused to identify himself to Lieutenant Holcomb. So ultimately, Holcomb said, that's it, you're under arrest, charge him with interfering. So.
Yeah, that's probably okay. And I'll call you back as soon as I hear back from one of the solicitors.
Okay.
See if we got enough to take it further, let's get involved. Something further than I don't know. But like I said, I think he's got it right. Bamboo is, I hate to say it. I now not cooperate to answer questions by law enforcement.
Right.
I think you've got to identify himself. I think you've got to, when presented with a situation such as this moment, I think they have to disclose. Yeah, they are. Reason for us to intervene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the concerns that we have is, you got a police department, a fire department, you got a church right across the street, you got an insurance company, and then you got kids that play in that park. So I don't know what he's. Yeah. So I don't know what his intentions are. No. The only reason we got his name is because they found a bank card on him, so we were able to look him up that way. So. So. This will be great. I'll be on YouTube. Okay. Okay. Bye. Arterburn's working on it. So Arterburn's working on it. Alright, I'm going to turn my body camera off since he's in the jail.